Yes, what's up my people? This video is going to be a trade review for a trade I actually caught on Friday. This is exactly the type of videos I send to my premium Discord members every single day. So if you do want daily access to these kind of videos and you find it useful, make sure to click the link below to join. This one was just real good, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. Enjoy. We had a high and we broke structure to the upside. So that's a 5-minute bullish break of structure to the upside. Now, what do we have? All we know is we have this as our protected low. We have this as our swing high. What we are expecting is for price to tap into here and move higher. Simple. Now, we have this huge zone. What do we have within the zone? Well, we have this SNDR here. Okay. And we have this origin area here. The reason I say this is the origin area, because if we go on the lower time frame, you can see on the 5-minute will be easier. Can you see this was the last up to down move, right? Before this huge move started. If I show you on the M5, okay, this area here was the last up to down move before this huge move started. So within your zone, within this swing zone here, okay, this high to low, within your swing point, you're always going to have 3 points of interest. The first is this whole area in general. This is where expecting price to respect and continue higher. The second is the SNDR responsible, which is the accumulation of the last up to down move before breaking structure. And the third is the origin zone, which is here. It's the origin of the zone. Simple. However, the best zones are the ones that have a tap back into and produce that higher high, a higher low, right, as the setup states. So that's why when I look to refine it, okay, I was actually using this zone here. Why? Because this zone here had the tap back into it that made the higher high, whereas this whole zone, it didn't, right? We didn't have a tap back higher high. This zone does. So I can expect this lows to get swept, right? Because this is a tap. So ideally, I don't want to be entering longs above this low here. This is the liquidity area that we look for, right? And if we run the SNDR, where are we going to tap? This is a good note. If we take out the SNDR, expect price to tap into the origin. So if we break this SNDR, I'm expecting price to tap into this origin zone I've marked here. Okay, so this was the trade I'm looking for. Now, if we look at multi-time frame analysis, okay, the M5, we're just expecting this. I'll put it in black. The M1 is going to look like this. That is my confirmation, okay? This here on the M1. So we're using multi-time frame analysis, looking for a lower time frame flip. Yes, you can use the fib, right? The golden entry, the 2R, and this did touch and delivered more than 2R, pretty much 3.5, 4R, etc. But just waiting for a lower time frame flip in these big higher time frame zones, it's a higher win rate because you actually have that super confirmation. So we're waiting for price to sweep this. Okay, perfect. Now what do we need to see on the 1 minute? We need to see that flip. So 1 minute, put in a low, put in a high, put in a low, we put in a high. What we're doing is following structure on the 1 minute. We put in another low. So right now, this here is our protected high. However, look what I sent on the premium education chat, right? We get these fake change of characters when we do what? When we break the high, but we don't break the SNDR responsible for tapping into the high. Why did price tap here before moving lower? Because all price was doing was coming back into this bearish SNDR, filling in sell orders and moving lower. So if price breaks this SNDR here, this is the confirmation I need to take longs from this higher time frame zone. So we still hadn't got that. Now, as we're coming back up, this is even higher confirmation for me. Why? Because we tapped back into this supply SNDR. What is the purpose, right? What is the function of this SNDR? The function of it is to make a lower low. But we failed to do that, right? We failed to do that. So this SNDR function failed, and then we broke it. So bulls are clearly in control. So once we closed above, right, you can now look for longs in this SNDR, responsible for breaking this high, right? It's the same thing, just over and over again. So you could look for longs. I just long straight out because I had high confidence. Stop loss below and target this high here, as we can see. So yes, the fib entry is a lot better risk to reward wise, because if I entered at this fib here for the same target, I'm getting a 2.73 compared to a 1.5, so almost double. However, this is a higher win rate because you actually have multiple time frame confirmation. We got that lower time frame flip. So what would you prefer? Would you prefer a lower win rate but a higher risk to reward, or a higher win rate with a lower risk to reward? There's no right or wrong answer. Both are going to make you profitable. You're only going to know which ones you're comfortable with through executions. Okay, so that's where the A-star longs were, and as we can see, pretty much zero drawdown. We take out that TP. So this is an example of an A-star setup. We have a 5-minute structure to the upside. We have a 5-minute zone, and we have a 1-minute confirmation after sweeping the tap in the zone. Cannot get better than this setup here.